Yo, what's going on? We got King Hollis here today. And before we get started on this show, I just want to give a shout out to FM, the creators of the SCAR, the high-powered and the 509 platforms. We appreciate you guys, and Recoil TV. King, what's going on, brother? Me and Mike G in the house want to say, hey.
Hey, shout out to my brother Mike G and Vincent. I'm truly honored. I'm truly honored to be on the show, man. I was so excited to be on this show. First of all, I thank you for serving the country, King. Your smile, your energy, your light, King, is exuberating. That's why I was interested when you sent that message. I wanted to do that interview. And like I said, King, it's truly an honor. It's my honor to be on your show, King.
Oh, I appreciate you. Hey, man, Hollis, you've been busy, man, because we were just checking. You were just like in overseas. So, hey, could you just like give us an interview what you've been up to, man? Because you've been like rolling, brother.
Man, King, I ain't gonna lie, man. I can just tell y'all this, man. I started off in a shelter, and I started speaking, and the thing went viral, and I've been literally just enjoying the roller coaster with God. God been taking me on, man. It's literally no plan to it. It's literally all God, man. And when I talk to my brothers, they be like, "Damn, kid, you killing." You can brag and be like, "Oh yeah, I got this strategy that's just magnificent, and it takes you to the next." No, it's not that. It's God. It's all God. And I got a speech I created. I said, "Get out of God's way." My life started changing when I decided to get out of God's way. You feel me? Just stop ignoring the things He wanted me to do with my life and for the people. And when I realized that it really never, as a speaker, a lot of speakers grow arrogant, they grow cocky, and they believe it's about them. But truth and reality is it's never about us. It has nothing to do with us. It's just shared pain from God that gives people an opportunity to see themselves through you. So where I'm going right now, Kings, is just to the next level. This is 10 years of waking up every day at 4 a.m, creating messages even when I wasn't getting paid for it.
You feel me? I love it because Mike will get up to 6.
King, and my website is williamhollis.live.
Got it. I'm checking. Yeah, I hear you. Because I was laughing when you said 4 a.m. because Mike says he don't get up till 6, and you grinding up at 4 a.m, getting after this, making a difference in people's lives. And let me tell you something. I heard you like 2 years ago. I just made General, and I was about 3 years ago, and I was working out with you, and you dropped some content. Man, let me tell you, I must have listened to it like 30 times, man. I was like, you were on point. You're motivating people. You're sending a message to so many young people out there. And man, I just want to tell you, you're touching young people's lives. And so let me ask you a question. I understand, I know your story, but a lot of people out here don't know your story. So if you could just give us a short snap, hey, this is what my story was about. So people can get to know who you are.
My story is like a lot of inner city kids growing up, being raised by a kid. My mother had me when she was 15 years old. It didn't seem as strange. A lot of people might know what I'm talking about when we're going through it. It don't seem as bad. It seems like this is normal. But as we grow and we educate ourselves, and the bigger we grow in our careers and in life and seeing new things, we realize that, hey, that wasn't the way we were supposed to. That wasn't the way we were supposed to live. My mother comes from a family of my grandmother moving from Monroe, Louisiana, to Pontiac, Michigan. She started running numbers. Then crack epidemic hit, and she started cooking crack. She had 9 children, taught all 9 of them how to cook crack and sell crack. My mother was selling crack at the age of 14. 13, 14 years old, and literally my whole family tree was that. Through the process of it all, King, I realized that I was going to have to be a man before I became one. And when I watched my mother and my family tree starting to die, God gave me a vision in my mind to replant another one. And what I do every day is try to get kings and queens, people all over the world, King, to make them understand that your circumstances is not your forever. And just like when people ask me, they say, Will, why do you always say the best gifts come from the bottom? The best gifts come from the bottom exemplifies me. And when I talk about the best gifts come from the bottom, I want you guys to think about on Christmas Day. Where is the gifts placed?
Right.
It's at the bottom. Just like
absolutely.
that cereal box that we used to have as a kid. Where is the gift placed? It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom.
That's what's up.
It's at the bottom. And when I realized that we're going to have to fight through all this pain, we're going to fight through all this trauma just to get the gift at the bottom, like it's already in us. Everybody, I tell people, a motivational speaker, I don't care how big speakers, orators have become, we are nothing more than a reminder. The greatness was already in you.
Right.
Just a reminder.
Right.
I'm not this Messiah. I'm not none of this. I'm just a worker for God. And if you take something from my story, or if you take something from my message, that is what's up. That means a lot to me. But at the end of my life, I want to be remembered for working for God. I want to be remembered for focusing on people at the bottom. It was one event that changed my life, King, and it was at a Tony Robbins event. I went to the Tony Robbins event. It was a gold, bronze, and silver, a gold, silver, and bronze package. The bronze package was all the way in the back in the nosebleed. And as I watched Tony Robbins speak, I was in the bronze, but I snuck up to the silver. So when I got this, is why I was able to see this good look, King. So I'm sitting there, and when Tony got to the silver, he stopped. And when he stopped, I was like, yo, if I wouldn't have snuck to the silver, I would have never got to see him this close. But when I thought about it, I said the ones in the back is the ones that wanted the most. It's the ones that wanted the most. These are the people that wanted the most. These are the people not wanted the most. They needed and deserved it the most.
Yes.
So when this happened, God gave me a sign. He said, Will, focus on the bottom. And then I thought about something. I said, dang, God, if I focus on the bottom, how am I supposed to make money? How am I supposed to feed my family? And then God said, remember what your grandfather told you when you was a young man. The object is not to make $1 million, Will. It's to make $1 1,000,000 times.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Those dollars will add up, and God will continue to bless you. And that's what I realized, and that's what I tell everybody in my career. From my condo to my home to my career, I didn't have no product. I just had this. God only gave me this. So everything they see out of William Hollis, no marketing, no managers, no none of this stuff. God was my manager. He is my manager. And when Les Brown called my phone, this is the story how Les Brown got to me, King. I was sitting in a project apartment in East Point, Georgia. I'm sleeping in the bed on a blow up mattress, King. And Les Brown say, "Hey, this is Les Brown, Mammy's baby boy." And I hang up the phone in his face. I hung up. I was like, "Who is this calling me early in the morning, lying like this? Who is this lying like this?" So King, what happened was when he called back, he said, "William, I answer. I'm in the hospital getting a transfusion, and your speech came on called Journey." And he said, it popped on and he said, "I didn't come this far, only come this far." He said, "I just want you to know you inspired the legendary Les Brown, and I want you to know something." He said, "You are the future of motivation, and don't let nobody else tell you anything different." He said, "It's going to be a harder road for you because you're extremely talented. It ain't going to be no big speakers reach out and say, get on my stage, because they know what's going to happen when you put you on that stage." So he said, what you got to do is you got to build your own stage. You got to grow your own stage, King. And God told me, God told me this, man. When Les Brown called me, mind you, I reached out to some of the top speakers in the world. I would write them DMs. I was over 24 million in the shelter. And I said, hey, Kings, won't y'all help teach this young king? Help teach me. But every time I got denied, and this is what God said, he said, Will, don't you ever think a man can change your life more than me? Because God has the power.
Yes.
Because God has the power to protect the people that stands above you, and they'll ask you to teach them how you did it. So with me and every other speaker in the world, that's why I focus on the bottom. I'm going to rep the bottom. So when they see me, they say, Will, what's win to? God's. They say, Will, who taught you how to speak? God. Will, how do you freestyle these speeches every single day? God. And that's why the best gifts come from the bottom, King. And what I tell people is, I tell everybody, even the older generation, when Malcolm X and Martin Luther King were coming up, it's men that's not mentioned who educated them and taught them. But these days, our elders have become our competition. We, as a young people, we look at you and we're afraid to come ask for advice because we're afraid how down you will look down upon us. We don't even have the courage to walk up and say, yo, can you teach me? Can you make me better? Can you help me miss the roadblocks? Don't keep me in the trenches until I'm 50. I don't want to be 50 flying my jet. I want to be 34 flying my jet. You understand me? Like, teach me now. I don't want to know when I'm all halfway dead. I want to live now, live full and die empty. So I tell the elders this, what you are seeing right now in front of your eyes is a change of the world. And I tell everybody, if you didn't take care of the future is not going to take care of you.
That's
and understand this, keep living.
Oh man, you're on point, man. You're on point.
You gotta put into the future. You gotta put the future in position to like now. Look at it, King. It's an episode on Boardwalk Empire where Al Capone and the Jewish man was walking. Al Capone was a tour guide for this Jewish guy. Everywhere he went, the Jewish guy called Al Capone a boy. And he said, Al Capone got so fed up, he said, Doug, why you keep calling me a boy? And the Jewish man said, as long as you wear the hat of a boy, you'll always be perceived as a boy. And they said, it was a true story. They said Al Capone never wore a hat again. He wore suits and top hats, not a boy hat. So now, in this generation right now, we got a whole bunch of men dressed in boys' clothing. So we're understanding. Look, and now you got a young kings, they don't know what a man looks like.
Well, you just hit a key point. Yeah, you just hit a key point, man.
Everybody is a boy.
Yeah, you just hit a key point.
And you wonder why kids are so bad, because they're growing up as kids. They're looking at a kid and they believe a kid is a man. A man is a man that dresses well. A man is a man that looks good. I don't care nothing about that. I like to dress in my sweatsuit. I can't take a grown man serious talking to me about life in a sweatsuit. Not me. I can't do it. But if I can see a vision on that man, if I can see some kind of morals and integrity in that alpha DNA in him, let me tell you something. It's only gonna take a group of real kings to dress like men. And when we stand amongst them boys in them fashion and them designer clothes that mean nothing, I promise you, a suit that costs $180 can outshine a man in an outfit of $1,000. I guarantee.
That's true. You're on point on that, man. You're on point on that.
William, man, I got a question. I got a question, Will, man. Where do you get your motivation from? I know you get pushback a lot. I'm pretty sure in the business you get pushback. You know what I'm saying? You get negative people. You get, you don't know what you're doing, blase, you know how that go. How do you control that?
Mike, do you know what's so crazy? I don't, because I'm a king. And I'm not the king that you just gonna talk to anyway. You're never gonna be able to do it. A king ain't asked for your opinion. And if I ask for your opinion, I'll give it to you. I don't want your opinion.
Man, listen, man, I have the same mindset, and I get in
Yeah, I
trouble
don't
for
have
this
those problems.
shit. Like, Mike, you gotta chill. I gotta chill. I gotta chill for what? I'm trying to get me.
Yeah, when you exude yourself as a king, a pit bull is no pit bulls. So when they look in your eyes, they know that boy ain't nothing fake about him, and he damn
That's
sure
right.
don't want your opinion. But he'll take it though. You know, I'll take it. But just be sweet about it and respect it.
Yeah, for real. For real. You ain't lying.
Absolutely.
Just how to ask that, because I know, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure in your business, in your type of line of business, it's crazy because you deal with a whole bunch of people coming at you. It's coming at you like 100 miles per hour.
I'm only 32 years old, so amongst my generation, I'm an OG. I'm 10 years ahead of that. You know what I mean? So I'm 32. So the people that talk to me, I'm to the point now where King, I'm just looking for people with morals and integrity, to work with, to build with, to grow with, and just build a great society. I'm getting ready to fly out to Kingston, Jamaica. I'm getting awarded the Ambassador of Peace Award in one of the most dangerous cities in America, Kingston, Jamaica.
Congratulations.
Thank you, brother. I'll be out there from the 25th to the 1st, and I'm also on this live with somebody watching. I'm also looking for sponsors to go over there. I don't know if anybody got businesses, but I'm doing every major publication in the city, and I like to feed the city, give back to the city. It's a very poor city. And like I said, everybody gonna know I'm independent. I pay everything, my tours, everything King Hollis come out of King Hollis. Everything King Hollis. No sponsorship, none of that stuff. So anybody out there looking to help me keep continuing my message and keep going, it'll be a beautiful blessing. But Kingston, Jamaica, the government is awarding me with the Ambassador of Peace Award, and they say that the people over there thank you, King, thank you. And they said the people over there is truly taking a liking to my work and my words, and they spend their crumbs to get me there, man. And they barely have it, but it means so much to me. So when I go, it's always paying forward and with love. But like I said, with companies, in the interviews that I do, it'll say powered by your company if you're interested. And the Jamaican people and the people over there will be very thankful. But like I said, Kings and Queens, I'm on a mission. I'm on a mission to eliminate the NIGGA mindset and instill the king and queen mindset. I created this book. The best gifts come from the bottom.
You got to throw the book out. Oh, you gonna break the book up? Here you go, man. How you gonna do
it? I love you, man. I love you. Hey,
everybody, hold up. Well, hey, guys, this is an inside joke between me and Will, so I'm just going to leave it on as an inside joke between me and Will. But, yo, get a copy of the book. Get a copy of the book. It's a great book.
My brother. Yes, but y'all, listen, I created this book because I wanted to help everybody tell their story. You see, when I first started in the industry, I never thought in a million years that I'd make history in Milan. I'd be over 800 million views on YouTube. I ain't never thinking none of that stuff could happen. Right. But it happened because I opened my mouth and I told my story. I wasn't a millionaire. I wasn't Warren Buffett. I wasn't somebody should just listen to. But Les Brown told me something a couple years ago, and he said, William, sometimes you got to understand this, and this all the time. The kingdom is voice activated, ladies and gentlemen. It is voice activated, and you can only activate your kingdom is once you open your mouth. So this book, The Best Gifts Come from the Bottom, is a bestseller. In my mind, it was put in Barnes and Nobles, Target, Walmart, etc. It's everywhere. And this book was made to help really with children. I want to create a new curriculum in the school system where kids basically get up and tell their story. When kids tell their story, it kind of shows the pains. Going back to when I first spoke to the group of kids back in Reading, PA, the first time I told my story, I cried tears and didn't understand why. But I understood that sometimes in life we don't even realize what we go through, and if we tell our story to ourselves, it will continue, it will start to heal us. And not only that, it will show the schools, the counselors, the people that need to know it the most where the children are hurting at. This can slow down the suicide rate amongst children. And I want to be one of the personal instructors and teachers and educators who share my speeches with the students, planning on live big streams and giving kids an opportunity to ask questions so that I can go in depth and basically help them conquer the obstacles they're going through in their mind and in their life. Right now,
oh, well, guys, it looks like we lost him. Oh, see if he comes back. But hey, he's got some great books out there. He has a lot of information out there that's just rocking away that everybody's getting after. And I'm going to just tell you guys, if you have an opportunity to get on and hear William talk, I'm going to get him back. I think we have a connection issue with him today. Oh, looks like we're getting him back. Here we go. And we got you back.
Yeah, man, they try. Hey, we was on fire on this thing.
We're burning it up.
Hey, that's the key thing about going. That's the key thing about going.
Hey, that was the devil. The devil was like, get him off the screen.
Hey, that's the key thing about going live, man. I love it because you're able to get the message out there. We're just talking about your book. And I'm telling everybody to get out there and buy his book. I'm telling you, if there's sponsors out there, to go out and help him sponsor Jamaica. I sponsored a kid in Jamaica. Definitely know what he's talking about. I helped him get through college and get his AA. So you know what? Will is all on fire. But Will, where are you going to be so we can get people out to see you, bro?
Man, kings and queens, I do everything independently. So if you got a venue, a backyard, a project block, anywhere you got, King Hollis coming, baby. I'm coming. See, I got it from. I'm coming out of the trenches with my Kings. I ain't got Coca-Cola and all of them putting major conferences on it, but it's coming. But I got, I'm a firm believer in Jim Rohn, baby. If you increase your value, everything, and I tell this is a message I want to give everybody. Don't get mad when you don't get that big opportunity, you ain't on stage. That's the beautiful gift that's the most beautiful gift God can give you, and vision God can give you, because all he's telling you is go increase your value, and when you come back to the table, charge them double, baby. Just go increase that value, baby. That's what it's all about. We don't get upset. We increase our value. And I think a lot of our people in the world right now are going through a lot of mental issues because they upset at opportunity that it's not that it won't ever come. It's just that you got to prepare more for it. And once it comes, you're going to be ready for it. So for me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm planning tours. I'm working with Waka Flocka right now to try to put something.
Oh.
Lost him again.
Hey, guys, we lost him again, and that is a tough connection today. And hey, because when you go live, this is some of the things your issues you're going to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up his show and clean it up. And so when we put it back out there, it's a little cleaner. Ain't that right, Mike G?
Yeah, we can do
Hey, but as always, he's a high power speaker. He's got he's bumping back in. Here we go. Hey, man, we holding the fort down, man.
We ain't coming this far, only come this far.
That's for real.
But no, most of my bookings, y'all, is through bookings, major companies. They booking me through that, the little celebrity light stuff. But for the community, ladies and gentlemen, anybody out there that got nonprofits, y'all putting events together for youth, churches that do, the testimonials, anywhere I can go to spread the message. But one thing I know, and two things I know for certain, ladies and gentlemen, I am the #1 high school speaker and youth speaker in the world. It is nobody touched me in that department. But I'm also growing into the #1 period speaker in the world. But they're gonna have to wait on that one. I got more work to do. I got to increase my value.
I hear you.
Other than that, man, I want to touch these kids. I want to get into these schools, and I want to really change their mindset. I don't get one kid. I get every kid. So if you really want impact, you want to touch their soul. Because, ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot touch the heart, you cannot touch the soul. And you have to be able to connect with them. And in this generation, y'all know, if you don't have the attention in the first 3-4 minutes, they're going to be on their Instagram for the rest of the event. So if you want somebody to captivate that attention, if you want somebody to get the job done, please book William King Hollis today. Follow me on Instagram, William King Hollis. Motivation coming at you starting 4 in the morning every day. Still today, every day. It's right there. So lock in, ladies and gentlemen.
I love it. Hey, man, I love it. You know, you're bringing the fire. Hey, well, listen, here's the deal, man. I am definitely going to work hard and see if we can get you, to talk on a couple military bases, see what I will go through and send an email out to Washington and see what it's going to take to get you on a couple of the military platforms, to get you in that circuit. And, you're an inspiration to so many people, and your story's a lot. And I'm from Louisiana, so I'm going to pick on you. I'm from Bossier City, so I definitely know. Yeah. So you're spot on, man. And guys, let me tell you something. Hey, Mike, throw up his website real quick. And then real quick, if Mike can pull it up. There we go. And then it is important, guys. If you got an opportunity to get on his website, book him. Get in there and make sure you pass the word. And if you can't book them, have somebody else book them.
Hey,
have
Mike.
somebody else at the venue.
Hey, Mike.
Good.
Somebody created that's a fake website. You got to put in KingHollis.live.
All right.
Okay.
Somebody bought that like 6 years ago. I wouldn't even pay it yet, but they be trying to buy my names up.
Hey, Justin,
I'm looking at the website like, dang, what is that? Hey,
no, I already had it.
Just KingHollis.live. That's it. King Hollis.
Hey, he's looking it up right now. Hey, I've been there already, man. I already been there where somebody went in and just
that's crazy, man.
They
got me on book. They got me on booking sites in Europe, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, wow, man.
Hey, he's losing revenue, man, because somebody taking your revenue.
They ain't making no money on that website. They people ain't stupid.
You got it, Mike? Hey, Mike's trying to find it. But no matter what, hey, go ahead and give it out again, Will, before we get out of here.
It's KingHollis.live.
All right, yeah.
No .com, no none of that.
No .com, no none of that. Hey, man, here's the deal. And Mike's going to try to pull it up before we get out of here, but I want to tell you this, man. It is definitely a blessing to have you come on the show and kick it with me. I know your schedule is busy, and I appreciate you even taking my phone. Is that you right there? Is that it?
That's me.
That's it? Oh, good job, Mike.
My man. Sorry about that, man. What do I know? But that's a lot better, people. Follow that site right there. That's what I'm talking about.
King Hollis.
Good job, bro. Good job.
Hey, so next time I come up with Atlanta, we'll link up, because I definitely know East Point, because my old base is up there in Fort McPherson.
Oh no, I ain't in East Point no more, man. I'm in West Midtown, man.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
my bad. Hey, so with that being said, guys, as always, we appreciate the King Hollis coming on the show and rocking it out with us. He's a busy guy, Mike. Let's give it up. And hey, hold on a second. I'm going to make sure you get a shirt and some dog tags. But before we roll out, me and Uncle Mike always say, keep it rolling.